Hey guys, we're here with Trip Fletcher. Trip just recently won the 2026 Daly's Old School Shootout. It's a beach tournament, stay within 3 miles. He's got some stories from FLW stories, maybe some hunting stories, a story on how he caught the fish, and it's a pretty interesting one. So without further ado, Trip, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, kind of your story and how you got into fishing.
Well, I've been here all my life in Jacksonville. Been fortunate to be living here and fishing tournaments, and I think I started in, I must have been about 21 years old. Met Greg Fields.
I remember
He
Greg.
kind of used to take me commercial fishing, and I got to keep a fish for going.
Yeah.
I had to pick one fish. And then he asked me to fish a few kingfish tournaments with him, and I did, and I learned he's just a wealth of knowledge about fishing.
Greg was
period.
a good fisherman.
One of the best in this
Yeah.
area, in my opinion,
Yeah.
considering all types of fishing.
Yeah.
But he taught me a lot, kind of took me under his wing, and so grateful for that, because you can never know too much.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ribbon fish and
Yeah.
just rigging them the right way, things like that, things to do.
Yeah. So that would have been back in what, the 80s, Trip, or 90s?
It would have been 90s, low.
Low 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So live bait fishing, pogies,
Yep.
and ribbon fish.
Ribbon fish.
Yeah.
And then the SK came along, what, in 92?
92. Yeah.
And I had a 22-foot aqua sport I bought from a salesman that went over and picked it up for him, and he didn't like it, and I put a new floor in it and fished I guess it was one of the ancient city when it, I think in 92 or 93, whatever was the year, that was the first tournament.
Right.
Greg couldn't fish that day. He fished the day before with me and couldn't fish the second, so took ribbon fish, and they just couldn't beat him off the back of the boat. I was like, wow, this is cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, daggone.
Yeah,
But
that's awesome.
it was just one of them things, you know, it was just
Yeah.
one of them days.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
had my dad with me and my mom, and
Wow.
I let my dad go up and weigh the fish in,
Nice.
and they, you know, interviewed him, and
Yeah.
he says, man, this is pretty cool. You
He
want to go in
enjoyed it.
partners on a bigger boat?
Wow. He was sold.
He was sold.
Yeah.
so,
Wow.
so we got Greg had a Hydrosport 25, so we rode on his and loved it, and I ended up buying Steve Proctor's Hydrosport.
Hydrosport. Yeah.
It had some Evinrudes on there, or Johnson's, I don't know what it was,
Right.
but we
OC.
repowered it, bought Charlie Mardant's
Wow.
Yamaha's off his fountain, and
Wow.
kind of went from there, and then from there we got, went to a little bit bigger 31 boat,
Yeah.
fountain, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a neat story to get him involved in it. He was
Absolutely.
fishing before, but had stopped. My mom, her dad's probably the one that started the whole thing in the family,
Really?
Wow.
and then taught her how to fish. She always wanted to be a part of it, so mom and dad always went. It's just a family team,
Wow. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, that's kind of the way we've always been
Yeah.
is family,
I heard that your mom was out there the day that you made history in that old school. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, my mom has the lung thing where she has to wear a vest and shakes her up, and we don't think there's a cure for it. It's not lung cancer, but it's just a disease, and
Hard breathing.
she's got good days and bad days.
Right.
But I mean, she's the toughest woman I've ever known. But
Wow.
she's 82.
Wow.
Been fishing with me, like I said, pretty much all my life, and she wasn't feeling the greatest. And I said, we don't have to fish. I mean,
Right.
we'll do another one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Susan, her daughter, had surgery the day before on her 4 wisdom teeth. So, like, maybe we just better stay home. And then mom called, or actually Billy Crabtree called me about 10. He said, hey, how big is he? I'm like, you just woke me up. I'm in bed. He goes, get your butt up. You got
out
time?
there. Yeah.
I know what your plan was. Go where you were going to go.
Yeah.
You got time?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then my mom called 15 minutes later. She goes, hey, honey, I'm feeling better.
Wow.
I'm like, well, meet us. I first went in the garage, and Sue was drinking coffee with her neighbor, Leah. And I said, Mom's feeling better. What do you think? Let's, you want to ease out to the hole and see what happens? So Mom met us down here at the boat, probably about 10:30. We're loading it, getting the ice, and we pulled out here probably about 10:50.
Wow.
And went to we're not far from the jetties here, I don't know, 15 minutes, but went around the corner and one and done. And I stopped at the southeast hole inside, 30 feet of water. It looked really good, but something told me to quit changing my mind and go with the gut like you should do.
Outgoing tide.
The original gut feeling, right? Mm-hmm. Like weeks before the tournament.
Yeah.
So I did. I stopped, looked at it, and nope, we're going. Hang on. So we went out there, got lines in about 12 o'clock.
Wow.
And rip was beautiful. Had a little bait in it, not tons. Had people coming down to rip at us. You know how it gets. You're fighting for position. I just kind of turned away and went on out. I got about 100 yards off the rip and started marking 2 pretty nice pods of bait that I hadn't seen all the, in the hour or 2 I've been fishing. And started working those pods, and I don't know, I was lucky there was a fish on it, I guess, feeding on one of them pods, right?
Wow.
Yep.
Seen my double pogies in the prop wash and skyrocketed.
Wow.
I just caught the tail end of it. I didn't see the whole fish because I was turning around and saw the half of it. So I knew it was a kingfish, and I knew it was a good one.
Yeah.
Just didn't know how good.
Right.
So that fish immediately turned before I could get to the back of the boat and got in the downrigger.
Oh, man.
I had just grabbed the rod, and you got to think fast, and hopefully it works out. And I loosened drag and put it around it, and then handed it to Sue, the lady angler, and damn it, the fish didn't take off east and come right back within 10 seconds to the back of the boat, to the motors.
Oh,
before I could even, I just got the downriggers up. So she dipped the rod under the boat and all that, and it didn't get in the motors and got clear, and then went up to the front of the boat. Mom was running the boat, running that big 38-foot boat. And she's she's done it before, but not that big boat. It's been a while, We took a break from fishing for a while, and so anyway, she did great, and had the dog on the front of the boat with us, and the fish took us over into the dirty side, so you couldn't see
the fish.
How big.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, how they pop up, and then it's just swaying. They're swimming like this, and I saw the shoulders, and I'm like, whoa, get the gaff quick. Quick.
Wow.
But it was a stubborn fish. I guess it didn't get that big.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a crazy story. I apologized to my mom. I said, I hope, if I yelled, I'm sorry. Because
got excited.
We were doing forward, reverse, stop, this way, go that way. And she goosed the throttles are real sensitive. I need to tighten them. And she, Sue, she about went over. I got that bow, on the fountain, and so she ended up sitting down or kneeling to fight the fish.
You got the cabin on the front.
I got the cabin on the front, so she's kneeling.
Wow.
And, the fish is still doing some crazy stuff, and I don't know. I think we gaffed it. I put a terrible gaff shot on it. Everybody was like, "Wow, that was a good one." But
it's in the boat.
Hey, the way it came up, the way she came up, and everything, I was just sticking it. That's just all that mattered. I didn't care about the back shot.
What time was it when you actually?
I think it hit the deck about 2:50.
2:50.
Wow.
And we hooked up about 2:30.
And weigh-ins was at 3.
3.
Well, you got lines out at 3.
Lines out at 3.
Yep.
Correct.
Wow.
So you ran down to St. Augustine.
So we chose to do that instead of by car because of US 1 and 95. If there's one wreck, you're going to miss the weigh-in.
That's right.
So we chose to just run it down.
That was smart. And that's when we seen you at the dock after you weighed it in and all.
And everybody says, how big? I said, it's 40. I just don't, it's hard to judge because it's very long and drop the row because the belly was skinny.
Right.
So they're hard to judge at that point.
Wow.
But, just knew it was a good one. I said, I don't think we're going to win it, but I think we'll place in the top 3 or 4.
Absolutely.
That's what I told the girls.
Absolutely.
Because you never know.
Well, and the rumors that day. I heard. Bait was hard to find down south, and you first see a picture down there at Hammock Beach, and it's over. Might as well,
over.
Goes. And then they get bigger as the day goes on, and the river starts flowing, and it's like, man, all the rumors. And then we heard at the end of the day, you know, we pulled up there and put the boat on the lift and saw you come around, and we're talking to Nate at the time, and he's telling us about it. And we're like, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And, you know, you came up alone on the boat, and we were like, where's his crew?
Did he have anybody with him? Yeah.
But yeah, and then you told us about it, and that's just an awesome story. I think that's the whole point of this tournament. Is being able to go do that. And I mean, I would have never imagined going out that late. That was a cool call, because for me, I would have been all frustrated.
Yeah, how cool.
You know, going out there with just a good mentality. It's
what
amazing
a great story.
What could happen?
Yeah,
you know?
What can happen?
And so you guys won the tournament. It was 44, right?
44 or 48. Yep.
So, you know, how did the rest of the day go? Yeah, pretty good day.
Well, and before that, I got in the hole, and I called Kenny Crawford. And I said, how's it going? What you going? Where you at? And all that. And he's like, man, you haven't missed anything. He goes, put them out. He's like, I got 2 teenagers. You know. I'm like, well, cool.
If you down south, correct?
If they don't have a big one, then you know.
Exactly.
I might be right.
Yeah. If we had $1 for every time we said that. Well,
exactly.
Or if Kenny's in here, it's a good spot.
Yep. But he had just left and went to back up to the north a little bit.
Okay.
And, was fishing up there and had a couple, like I said, but he said, just stick it out. You know, I said, you got 3 hours. So
that's right.
I said, we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna break out some deviled eggs that Mom made, and some tuna dip, and
enjoy it. No matter what.
You know, we're just try to get lucky, right?
Yep, that's what it's all about.
But so it was a great day, and just having Mom on the boat just made it.
Yeah.
And we've had other tournaments, things like that, but this was just special.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's got to be the most special tournament you've ever fished.
It is, and Paul just does such a great job. I mean, it's just
him and Lauren
and their crew to put that thing on, and all the new place they have it at was amazing.
Cool.
I mean, it was cold in that place. You know,
it was. Where do you go to a captain's meeting with AC?
You know, and it's very thought out the way he puts the speakers everywhere, where you don't have to be congregated in one area. Everybody can hear. No excuse not to hear the meeting. Just props to him and his crew.
Cool.
Yeah, they have great marketing and everything, and sponsors.
So, Trip, something I wanted to talk to you about. I know we go way back, the FLW. Tell me about your years in fishing the FLW a little bit.
Yeah, we...
I think you had a close call on a weigh-in, didn't you?
I believe it was the Nationals, actually. Up in Moorhead.
In Moorhead,
Yeah, we ran down to South, what do you call that? South Haven or Southport. 100 miles south.
Yeah. Not so secret.
In the ditch. We ran the ditch, and got some information from Clayton. He told me there were some fish down there, and he wasn't fishing. Kirby, and so we went down there and pre-fished a little bit, caught some. Knew it was going to be a late bite. Didn't get pretty in there until it was a late bite. But we knew that, and we knew exactly how fast that 31 contender could go. Which is like, I don't know, 58, I think, on the pins, if you're lucky, with no wind. And so we get down there, and sure enough, about time to roll them in. Double header.
Wow.
Two nice, very nice fish, one in the 40s and one in the 30s, and we're running back up the ditch. We knew exactly what time calculated, and there was a bridge and a no wake zone about a half mile long. I was going about as slow as I could. The Coast Guard pulled up beside me and said, "You need to slow down even." So I said, "I'm going as slow as I can," but trying to make a way in. And
he didn't care.
So anyway, I kept trying to bump it up, but the current was the problem. You know, and it made it look like it was making a wake, but we weren't going that fast. So we got up there and missed the doggone way in by, I think, 2 minutes or a minute and a half. And I had what I needed. I showed a few people. I want to say maybe Roger and some people, Rebecca and Frank. Frank, he opened. He's like, "Oh my God!" But because we shook hands before the thing. He said, "May the best man win." We were both at it. we both could win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
what a great guy he was.
Yes, he
oh
was.
man, what a great guy,
Wow.
great fisherman. But so yeah, I said, yeah, well, you know, I didn't make it. I didn't calculate it right. So
Wow. Wow.
That close.
crazy story.
And another thing, you're no stranger to winning tournaments. I think you got a story to tell us about fishing the Greater Jacksonville back some years back, or Ancient City.
Yeah, Ancient City.
With who was that you was fishing with?
Kenny.
Kenny Crawford.
Yep,
that's
Kenny
right.
Crawford. Yep.
Yeah, tell us
I
about
had,
that story.
My boat, I had got in the tournament, and Kenny wasn't fishing. They had something to do, wedding or something, whatever it was, and I called Jack with SK, and I said my boat's down because it had some wiring issues, and some pump caught on fire, and I said, Jack, I'm out. I don't know, you know. He said, well, you got another boat? And I said, no, I don't, but I might have some friends that do.
Yeah.
So I called
Makes you
Kenny,
cold,
and Kenny's like, yeah, use my boat. We'll fish with you, whatever. And, you know, and I told him I had some fish rounded up from a buddy of mine that had owed me a small favor from turning him on to some fish. And
Right.
so we fished Kenny's boat and went out there and got lucky. Let first line out of the water and
Wow.
caught a 54 and won that tournament. It was a great day with Kenny and my sister, and Hunter, my son, was on the boat. So
That's awesome.
it was a great tournament.
Yeah, that's good. That was back in what, the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
And Ancient City's another one that, you know, I hate they didn't do this year, but back in the day, I remember growing up, and that was one we always looked forward to.
Yeah,
That one in
absolutely.
the Greater Jacksonville. You have plans to fish the Greater Jacksonville this year?
We're gonna do the general for sure.
In general, yeah.
We're trying to figure the beach tournament out now. My daughter's in the Miss Florida
Oh, that's right, Brooke. Yeah.
contest.
That's
pageant.
awesome, man. Congratulations.
So that's that night. So I'm gonna see if I can squeeze in a half a day of fishing, you know, because
Well, you don't need to
you
go
don't
to
need a whole
12
lot of time,
o'clock.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Or go early and be done by 9.
I mean,
yeah.
just be at the right time, the bite, right?
Yeah, that might
Exactly.
make for another good story.
Boy,
But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. We're gonna see, because it's in Orlando.
Oh, it is.
So
yeah.
if it was here, it'd be different.
Well, you got to be proud of her.
I'm so proud of her.
Man, that
Yeah,
is awesome.
She's getting her 4th year at Florida right now, and
Wow. Yeah,
And,
she's a beautiful girl.
yeah, she's a good girl. She's smart.
Really is. And she likes to fish and hunt and all that too, don't she?
Yep, she hunts with us and
Yeah.
fishes with us. She every day calling,
That's
"We're going on the
awesome.
boat. Let's go on the boat." But,
Wow.
she shot a handful of really nice deer.
Has she? Yeah, that's great, man.
Loves it.
That's
She's-
what it's about right there.
Little tomboy.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that makes, you know, the kingfish, and I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like it, and a lot of people that do, and I think, you know, just the fact that the family aspect, where you can go out there with your family. I mean, I remember FLW, there was so many family teams, SKA, you know, it's just something you can do with your family, and
Yes.
it takes skill, but, you know, you can have family on the boat to clear the lines and all that, and that's you know, I think that's one thing the kingfishing is different than other types of fishing, saltwater especially. But yeah, back to the old school. Yellowfin's obviously a big sponsor. They do a lot.
Yeah.
You got that new yellowfin. What do you think about that?
Thanks to Yellowfin. Wow, we including they gave us a lot of gear to at the awards, which
Man.
I feel bad. My family's up there like grabbing everything. I'm like, y'all settle down, man. I mean, just get a hat or something. I felt terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're thinking about keeping it. I mean, it's just
That's awesome.
what a boat. I mean,
That's a
it's
great
just
boat,
I took it out, and Sue told me, she said, Lady Angler, she said, you probably don't need to take it out because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I took it out and I called her. I said, you're not even going to believe how this thing rides. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
what a
That's
boat.
awesome.
Yeah.
Never been on, you know,
Yeah,
something
that's
like that. I got a 2004 21 Sea Pro. No, it's a good boat, but
Right.
it's not a yellowfin.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. They've set a standard.
That
for
is
sure.
the bar.
What a
That's
boat.
right.
I mean, solid as they come.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, I got another FLW thing I was thinking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it was, trying to remember the year it was. It was one of Venice. Or
Venice.
the Venice.
Yeah.
Did you go down to
I did,
Venice?
yeah.
So the hurricane. There was a hurricane
Oh
coming.
yeah, was coming. Yep.
So they would only let us fish until I think it was noon or something.
Yep. I remember that.
We went over there and pre-fished, I got stuck in Redfish Pass. Well, I found out it wasn't Redfish Pass later on. I took a wrong turn.
It was the wrong turn.
And the crabbers were coming at me, and the water was, I could see the mud.
Oh my God.
And I was like, y'all hold on, I'm about to flip this thing around. It wasn't very wide. It was only maybe 30, 40 feet wide.
Right.
Flipped around and went out the other way. We were gonna run out Tiger Pass and find some fish. I said, this might be an omen. Let's go to the other side. And your so-called people you work with, they wouldn't tell us.
Right.
They told us, but they told us some wrong information.
We're gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know what? This is an omen. Let's go find our own fish. We don't need anybody. We've been here.
That's right.
So we went out and we caught one that it's the biggest kingfish I've ever seen in my entire life. We didn't gaff him. We tailed him and brought him up beside the boat. I'm holding him way up here, and he's still in the water. 65, 70.
Oh my God.
It was massive. Wow. We didn't get a picture of it, but I can tell you when we released it, the guys on the rig were hooting and hollering and going, you know. But so of course we go back the next day, and the water changed.
Everything. It's amazing how it changes overnight.
That storm was coming.
Yeah.
And it was a big storm.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I stood up on top of the T-top or gunnel well, and I saw some cleaner water way inshore. So we went inshore, I don't know, 5 miles maybe. There's some more rigs.
Yeah.
And the fish had moved in there. As soon as we got there, we couldn't beat them off the back of the boat. We couldn't get more than 2 lines out.
Wow.
And every bait, big blue-ray you threw out, you know, greyhound, and just they were like fighting over it, right?
A hell of a fishery.
Hell of a fishery. It's just if you hadn't been there, you need to go.
You need to go.
At least once in your life.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
So they were getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but it was getting rougher and rougher. And you know, it started out being mid-30s, and then they went to 40s, and people would roll in on that rig, and the people that steered me in the wrong direction were calling me, no limit, no limit. Yeah. I just turned the radio off. Because we were on fish.
Yeah.
And every time somebody pulled up, I would take the rod. I was fighting the fish most of the time. I told Jason Hodge, he was with me at the time, and we pulled up, stood beside the console, hold it under their arm, and just fought it like we're jigging bait.
Yeah.
And then they would catch bait, and they would leave. And we'd go back to catching 40-pounders again.
Wow.
And I think 48 or something. I ended up placing in a turn. I didn't win it.
Right.
But
48 is a big fish.
But it kept getting, bigger. I mean, and the seas were getting bigger. And Jason's like, we got to go because his wife was not feeling good. And I said, man, we just need like 10 more minutes. You know, I mean, every one is bigger every time.
Wow.
So we went out and surfed on in Southwest Pass. You know, there was like 12 foot by that time.
Yeah, that was bad that year.
When we got in there, we didn't have our scale, and they were like we didn't keep a lot. We kept, I think, 3.
Yeah.
You know, good ones. And we were tailing all those fish, by the way. We didn't gaff them.
Wow.
We were tailing every one of them.
I mean,
until we saw one that looked mid-40s.
Yeah.
And then we'd gaff them.
Wow.
And I think we had 2 or 3 of those, and I think we tied a string on the T-top, and we were trying to see which one would.
Yeah.
We didn't have our scale with us.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was fun. And my dad, mom had brought my young kids down, Hunter and Taylor, actually, at that time, and stayed in the hotel and watched us weigh him. Anyway, it was a fun time.
Cool.
It's a crazy tournament.
Yeah.
Y'all can go out and fish until noon.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's I shared a clip of the Sarasota episode from the FOW, and I've been trying to dig up all I can find because I mean that was the pinnacle really of the Kingfish tournaments.
Really.
I mean, it was, if someone could bring back something like that.
It was a great setup.
It was really cool. I mean, I fished a couple with him, but I was riding up on the console.
Yeah.
But I remember the trips, and you go down there for a week and pre-fish, and like you said, network, but not really. They're gonna tell you one thing, and you'll see them at another spot, or not
exactly.
what they said.
That's right.
But that that kind of goes into what makes the kingfishing so special.
It does.
But yeah, it really was a cool tournament series.
And I've met just the greatest people on
really
earth.
Good people.
I mean, people like you.
That's
I mean,
right. That's right.
This fishing thing. I mean, I have the best friends I could ever ask for.
Absolutely.
I mean, after this tournament, I didn't realize I had so many friends.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm like, wow. I remember that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People you ain't talked to in 20 years.
Yeah, because life's busy. I mean, and I feel sometimes you feel bad you don't stay in touch with people, but life just gets busy for everybody. You know. And but yeah, just met the greatest people on earth.
Yeah, same here.
You know, if they'd save you. You call them 100 miles offshore.
No matter
they come.
what you need.
That's the type of people our group is. The whole,
That's right.
Especially in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is real special. And,
it really is.
And funny enough, I mean, Facebook, I think for the Jacksonville fishery, I'm sure all over the world, but bringing everybody together, I mean, that's been something that's been cool, and talking trash and all that good stuff.
And another example too is, let one of the guys get sick or something happen to them. Watch how quick everybody comes together. That says so much about our community and kingfishing in itself. The quality of people that we fish.
And Nathan Stewart putting in we won money on the lady angler.
That's right.
Nathan
he sponsored,
taking over the reins from his dad Russell, and he's doing
he's done outstanding.
Unbelievable.
He really has.
Doing a lot for the community. I mean,
he really has.
Great fisherman.
He's catching fish. He's got a good program going
catching
this
fish.
Year. It's been a good year for him. I
He's
know
got
he did a lot of traveling and
got a good crew together.
Got a good crew. That's important. But we won the aggregate one year into Jacksonville.
Oh, did you? Let's talk about that.
Cool story.
Yeah, tell us about that one.
So you know how everybody's fish on the beach when we started this stuff?
Yeah, years ago. That's where it started. Nobody going on shore.
We started on the beach. I mean, and I love them. I mean, you don't get as many bites, but usually
there's fish there.
You got to make it count when you do catch one.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, we've been on some bites down south.
Oh yeah.
We used to run 150 miles back in the day and catch
down to
30 pounders on the beach.
Cake.
There.
Yeah. That's right.
And once in a while catch a good one, but and then Kenny, or actually Frank Strickland and Marty, they were fishing offshore, and
before a lot of people were.
Before a lot of people, and Kenny, and we started fishing out there and catching some pretty good. Kenny was fishing. He used to fish like a mile north of me, and we kind of talk a lot. And hey, man, they're biting over here, whatever.
Right.
And
networking.
Started doing that deal. But the Jacksonville tournament, we caught bait that morning. We knew what time the tide was out there at the change and different things like that.
Right.
Went out there and caught I think it was a 40 pounder.
Wow.
And went back the next day, did the same thing, looked for some bait on St. Augustine. Got to go. We got to be there at a certain time. Pulled in there. Same bait, pink skirt, blue runner, medium line, going the same way.
Another 40 pounder.
The thing skyrocketed exactly the same as the day before. 38 pounder.
38.
Wow.
So it was just crazy. But
consistent.
But it was, we get in there and we didn't think that would win. We heard about Matt Pitt because Matt Pittman was a great friend of mine.
Okay. Matt was good, great.
Matt he fished down south. They called it Pittman Rock, and that's he actually the night because I had the 40 the first day. He had a good fish, and we called each other, and he's like, "Where are you fishing?" I said, "Well, I'm going back where I was." I said, "Where are you?" He goes, "I'm going back where I was." I said, "Well, good." Because I don't want to fish against you down there. He goes, "Well, I don't want to fish against you out there either." He said, "Well, good luck, brother." Anyway, I heard he had a good one too the second day, and we're like, "Oh my God!"
Wow.
If he said it's a good one, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So we were sweating it, and I don't know. We didn't beat him by too much, but we ended up winning that truck.
That was when they had the truck.
That was that Tundra. Tundra.
Toyota. Wow, that's awesome.
That was a pretty cool tournament.
That was, no doubt.
Yeah, the Greater Jacksonville, and it's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And all that.
Yeah.
I think ultimately what we all want is just to bring it back to what it was.
Yes.
Collectively, and because I remember growing up, and it was like a festival came to town. We'd go all week, and they'd have. For kids, bounce houses, they'd have all kinds of little vendors set up, and so to get that back, I think would be massive.
It would be.
And they're making a lot of progress.
They are. They're making.
They really are. They've done, and there's a lot of haters on Facebook that continuously dog them out every year, no matter what they do. And I think we all got to help them. We all got to, if we want to see this thing get back to what it was, we all got to. Do what we can to help them.
Do what you can, I agree.
Even if it's just giving them some ideas, or whatever.
It's funny, like the beach tournament, everybody gets in, including us, and runs way south.
Yeah.
Thinking there ain't no fish, right? There's and look at what happened.
Trips, it's right there at the end of the rocks.
And
Yep.
yeah, you know,
Catches
Paul,
one.
Remember Paul Hansen?
Oh, I
He
remember
won the
Paul,
first,
yep.
the first kingfish tournament with a 50 pounder.
That was there, wasn't
In
it?
the hole.
In the hole. That's right. I
And
remember that.
He passed away recently. God, I love that guy.
Yeah,
he was
he's a
such
great
a good
guy.
guy, man.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
won the
then-
first one.
And then what was the old guy's name that fished out of the little boat? He was the guy.
Morrow.
Fred Morrow.
Yep.
And Fred won it right there too.
He won it on a little boat, kind of like that skiff over
Yeah.
there with an umbrella sticking up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was fishing close to him right there in the summer
Yeah.
when he caught that fish. I'll
I
never
think we were
forget
on the south side.
Hey, Trip, how you good? What's up?
I think we were on the south side of the chum hole.
that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in there
He
too.
was up there close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
Yeah. There's a lot of history in that tournament.
Oh,
There is
yeah.
a lot of
It'd
history.
be cool to dig it up, and that's been something that we've wanted to do,
Yeah.
especially with this new endeavor that we've done, and,
Yeah.
and try to really capitalize on the history and the stories.
And just bring it back to a lot of these guys today that are in their 20s and even 30s. They wasn't even born back when we was fishing that thing. So just to bring it back to how it started and how it was. That's kind of what our goals are, to let everybody see, how it evolved and where kingfishing is today.
So before we round out, we touched a little bit on the last episode with Larry talking about the fountains that came in during the Greater Jacksonville in the early days, and you fish a fountain. So you pretty big fan of that fountain?
I am. I love it. Did a refit on it, new motors, and rewired it and the whole deal. I liked it because it had the cabin. A lot of people don't like the forward cabin, but it's a good dry storage place.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And
plenty of room.
and the boat's phenomenal in the seas. And I know these cat boats are great. I've ridden on them. They're phenomenal.
They're
But
expensive too.
I don't have $1.5 million or whatever it is.
They're expensive too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one day, but
Yeah.
hit the lotto. But I don't know. That boat will do
Same here.
whatever I needed to do and more.
Yeah.
For what we do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's important. That's we got the 35 Scarab
Yeah.
center console, and it's funny watching the FLW footage. It's like you had the fountains, the hydrosports, the
Yeah, yeah.
Scarabs, and you don't really see as many anymore. As far as the tournaments go, it's a lot of the cat boats now, and
Yeah.
yellowfin contenders. Really just blowing it out the water.
Oh, yeah.
They're selling boats like crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
But it's pretty interesting to see how far it's came.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah, I never forget. We were checking out. It's when they did the checkout in the river, the Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, we were talking about that with Larry.
We had that Hydrosport, and that was a pretty fast boat back then.
Yeah.
Twins,
Yeah.
200s on it.
Mhm.
It was,
That was the stuff back then.
Yeah, and I'm running along ahead of the pack. There's only a few boats out there with the Scarabs and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and somebody tapped me on the shoulder, and I looked back, and we were pretty close to the rocks. So here comes Clayton on that 31 fountain.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is
Helicopter
that?
in front of
What is that?
yeah.
He passed us like we're standing still.
Oh, yeah.
And then he hits the corner of the jetties and turns like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta have one day. I thought we had a fast boat.
Yeah.
You're talking about Greg Fields. Remember Greg ran one for a while with the BP.
He did
BP
with the
on it.
BP. Yep, the green one. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I do.
Phil Schwinn.
Yeah.
Yep.
He caught a lot of fish back
Oh,
in
my
them
gosh.
days.
We were fishing the chum hole one time, and I called him on the radio on a secret channel, and I'm like, hey, they're fired up in here. I think it was like maybe the desert or something like that. I hadn't even had a bite. I just knew there was fish being caught around me.
Right.
And I call him. He comes wheeling in there. How about before he's off a plane, they're throwing the baits out. Double hook up on 40 pounders.
Golly.
Wins the tournament.
Wow.
That
Greg had a
Ribbon fish.
horseshoe
He
back
did.
in the day.
He did.
I always said
He
that.
did.
He could pull in a nowhere and catch a
A nowhere.
40-pound fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came to my house, my dad, on the back porch one time. And we were all, because his family lived down the street, and he'd stop by now and then. And my dad, he said, hold on a minute. He went and got a bucket, 5-gallon bucket, and he set it down in front of Greg. Then he said, catch a fish in that, son of a gun. Greg said, give me about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I said, he probably will. He'll find a
Probably
fish in there
will.
somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable fish.
Oh, man.
Well, we could go on forever, but it's pretty hot out here.
Yeah.
One of the hotter days of the
100 degrees.
year. So
Yeah.
I just thank you for sitting
Yes.
down with us.
Oh, absolutely.
and
I
telling us
enjoyed
your
it. You got a
story.
great thing going with
Thank you. Yes,
Hope you do well. Your Sportfish Connection, it's a great thing. I've been watching it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We're excited about the future and you know, doing more of these and just trying to get it out there where everybody
Absolutely.
can see what's going on.
Yep. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.